Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our professional today, who is going to talk to us about his journey from a small town to Pepsico Bahrain. Our professional, although having spent almost 5 years of his career advising corporates on their finances in places like New Delhi, Mumbai, and Bahrain. Mr. Mohit is the professional who is awarded a degree from ICAI Institute of Chartered Accountant of India and has specialized in finances and taxation. He has also cleared exams of company secretary and also did MBA finance from Mumbai. He has guided the financial affairs of some of the country's best known firms, entrepreneurs and directors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Mohit to our talk show Professional Talks. Welcome, Mr. Mohit.
Thank you, Vikash. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, you are audible.
So thanks for the generous introduction and the words of praise. And good to see you after a long time, even at this virtual platform. And thanks for inviting me at this platform of your professional talks.
Mr. Mohit, this is our first episode of the Professional Talks. So I decided to just welcome my professional talk show with Mr. Mohit only, who is indeed my good friend also. So you are in Bahrain right now.
Yes.
See, what is the object of these professional talks? That there are so many celebrities like Bollywood celebrities, politicians, but many of the chartered accountants, company secretaries, lawyers like IAS, RAS, they are the two celebrities of the country. So I decided to take the interview of these celebrities who is real celebrities in the country.
Appreciated your this initiative.
Thank
Calling
you so much.
professionals also a celebrity.
So you are the first professional celebrity in our show.
My pleasure.
So kindly introduce yourself from your born place to your studies.
Most of the things you have already said. I would just like to add on some things in that I'm from Rajasthan, from Lakshmangarh, and I started my all schooling there only. And later on, I opt for the higher studies. Then I joined CA. My schooling is from basically from there only. But for this higher study, we need to go for other bigger cities. Like then I also moved to Delhi and Mumbai to complete the course as well as the articleship training, the mandatory part of this course. So education-wise, yes, mostly I have been there in Rajasthan only for studies. For
Okay.
completing the CA things, I moved to Delhi.
Okay. Your voice becomes slow.
Am I audible now?
Yes. Now okay. So you born in Rajasthan, okay?
Yeah.
And from where did you done your schooling?
Schooling from Mayur English School in Lakshmangarh.
Okay. And then after schooling?
Then after schooling, as usual, I also started my graduation. At that time, I was also not sure about which course to enter and what to explore. But one fine day, I made a decision to join CA and fill the form of CPT, and then the journey begins.
Okay.
So
you cleared CPT, not after graduation you started CA, but you had cleared CPT that time.
yes.
Okay. So after CA, you did any further courses?
Yeah, I have also done MBA in finance from Mumbai, which also helped me to learn the managerial skills. Each and every effort I put on my education and gaining knowledge is paying me back. Like, at that time we used to call so many times that why we are studying these irrelevant topics and these are of no use in our professional career, which is not the case. each and every time that we devote in our studying and gaining knowledge will always pays us back, is my belief.
That's great. That's great. So I have mentioned that you were in New Delhi. So what is the purpose uh, you were staying in New Delhi, and what is the main agenda in Delhi?
Okay, so in this CA course, in its curriculum, there is a mandatory period of 3 years to be served under an practitioner. For that purpose, I also have to undergo that training, CA internship. So for that purpose, I moved there to Delhi. I joined an articleship uh, in a firm named as VV Kale and Company, and I completed my articleship there. This is the purpose of being in Delhi.
Okay. So I want to add a question here. Can a student of ICAI join company instead of firm doing their articleship there from the company? Is there any option?
Company, I don't think nowadays if they have started any options that you can do from companies, but when I have done, there was no such option. You need to go under a practitioner, a single member firm or a firm having multiple partners, that is on us. But there was no option that time that you can do from company also. So, in my belief, also one should go for the with the practitioner firms only.
Okay, okay. And Mohit, what do you think about is there any further course is required to study after completing CA, or CA is enough only for the students? Can you guide to the young students?
For students who are studying this CA course, I would say that they should have nerves of steel to complete this course, as it will require a lot of patience and a lot of dedication and discipline towards studies, and you need to be mentored by good teachers, and this should be there. And yes, definitely, if you are putting your all efforts and all positive your energies in this, you will successfully get cleared out of this. And this is my message to the students also, that hard work plus regularity is the success mantra for the CA course. So
Exactly,
if one is
exactly.
following these two things, definitely you will get this in your basket.
Exactly, Mohit. And Mohit, how many attempts do you had in your CA journey? Is attempts is important, or either first attempt is important? Is there any best? Is there any major difference in passing with so many attempts or in single attempt in your job career or practice career? Is there any major impact of the attempts?
I think the practical exposure that you gain during your career is the more important thing rather than number of attempts you took to clear the exam. In one sense, if you are taking more attempts and at the same time you are gaining any practical exposure also, that will also help you. At the end, you are going to work in industry or work in your own organization. The more the practical exposure that you have will help you to grow more as in your career. So number of attempt is in this course is not that much relevance in my opinion. Although we saw at some vacancies they ask for number of attempts, first priorities are being given for the first attempt cleared. I have not cleared exams in first attempt, as it is a difficult course. The passing percentage also, you know, in a very restricted manner they are people are passing. So it is not possible for everyone to get cleared in the first attempt,
Exactly.
as when the results are at 2 or 3%, so it is surety that 97% students are going to fail. So we should not say that who has not cleared, he has failed in this exam. The better way to say that he has not passed the exam. So with that positive vibe, whosoever who is not clearing on the first attempt or second attempt, they should take it positively. Keep on bringing the practical exposure in your regular life also. But not only from the book, you should go and explore in industry also what is happening there. In our curriculum, we have an industrial training also.
Hmm.
There also a lot of students are nowadays joining to gain
Yes.
the practical exposure only. So which is a good thing the institute has started.
Okay, so friends, here Mr. Mohit has mentioned that attempts doesn't matter of about your success in CA career. So this is a positive line or message to all the young CA members who had failed so many times by to clearing the CA attempt or professional exam CA. So Mohit, there is an important question. There are some problems and challenges you had in your journey during finding your right firm, right CA firm to join the articleship. So how a CA student can approach to the CA firm for joining their articleship, how they can find the exact or right firm for his or her.
Yes, so nowadays it becomes a bit simpler. Like nowadays, we can student can go to institute website also. A lot of articles vacancies are posted there also by companies, and there are social media also. You will find channels where all the companies are posting their vacancies, and articles are always appreciated. That will be a cheaper resource for the organization who can work also in the similar way as a semi-qualified person can work. So articles are appreciated everywhere. In every company, and also practitioners also need articles. Without articles, a practitioner cannot, uh, move their operations. They are regular. They are always needed. So nowadays, it is not a big problem to find out the vacancy of articleship. In our times, it was difficult as these means were not there. Now institute has also taken some steps so that students can easily get to know from where to start. But now since things are available, so it's onus on the student to opt in which direction he has to go. So
Exactly.
majorly students should first analyze that whether they want to go in the audit field, taxation, ROC, there are a lot of fields there. So since the opportunities are there, so better to select the line where you want to join and select the company where you want to work, that whether they are having work which you want to do, like that way you should select the company for articles.
Great, great, Mr. Mohit. So there are so many opportunities to young CA members in joining the right firm or right organization. You can find on the Google, you can find on the ICAI portal, and there are many placement drives organized by each and every chapter of the regional members by regional bodies or regional chapters of the Indian Institute. And Mohit, there is an important question about journey of Mumbai. So you had in Mumbai, you have been in Mumbai for 4 to 5 years, I believe. I was with you that time. So how was the journey of the Mumbai and from Mumbai to Bahrain, out of India, abroad in PepsiCo? Since you are working PepsiCo right now, and how was your journey in the Mumbai and from Mumbai to PepsiCo? How you joined the PepsiCo company and how you approach the companies in Bahrain or like your Big Four organization? Can you share your journey, please?
Okay, see how I came here and how I moved to Mumbai and then to Bahrain. That I think this is all depends on destiny that it takes you where.
Exactly.
So I was on my initial stage of career. I have done my articleship, was preparing for exams, giving attempts. In meanwhile, as I said that students should keep on gaining the practical exposure, I moved to Mumbai. There I again joined a mediocre firm, but where I and that company in Mumbai, I gained a lot of practical exposure, and the company also has allowed me to, to make me to analyze my potential and my abilities.
Exactly.
So that brings me confidence working there in Mumbai. I would say that Mumbai is a city which brings discipline in you. You know, you will value your time, and people will value your time there. So it's the destiny that brings me there. And from there to move, once I cleared my exams, I got a call from BDO actually. So between Mumbai to Bahrain, there is an intermediary job that also have done, BDO Bahrain. So I came Bahrain through BDO, and I worked here in BDO for 2 years. Then again I switched. I thought that it's enough for me that I worked in consulting companies. So I thought to get some practical exposure of working in industry also, which is why I moved to work in PepsiCo.
That's great. It means there are multinational opportunities to chartered accountants, not in India, but you can switch to Bahrain or other any Gulf countries, right?
Yes, yes. This Indian ICAI's degree is acknowledged in most of the Gulf countries, even in US and UK also. A lot of chartered accountants are there, and people also value this degree here also. It's not that you will be always remain restricted in the territory of India. You can
Exactly.
explore opportunities outside also.
Exactly. So, Mohit, there is an conclusive question. So, any future guidance to young CA members, young CS members, or any professional members while starting their journey of job or studies? Any future guidance for them?
See, for students, as I said before, that there is only one mantra for success, which is hard work plus regularity. For students, I think that will be, a summarized conclusion that follow these two things, you will really get, cleared these exams and no problem will be there. Okay, keep some patience also. But for professionals, I would say that clearing the exams is just a step one in your career. Okay, after you will feel before clearing that, okay, once this will be done and you will be relaxed and your life will be easy. So just do not put your pen down and say easy. Once you clear, there is a lot of, ocean of opportunities waiting for you. So you just need to grab the opportunity and don't take any opportunity that comes to you with ease. You should always pay same attention to all the each and every opportunities. You also need to know in which direction you have to go in the industry side or to practice or to work in a consulting company. These decisions you should take in your early stage of career so that you won't need to regret at the later stage that if I would have done that, you could have done better. So all these decision I will suggest to all the young chartered accountants to take at the early stage. And yes, this degree is always with you. This degree will always maintain a confidence in you that whatever will be the situation in your life, you have a qualification degree, a qualified degree with you that will help you at every point of difficulty that you will face in your life. So you will always feel secured while having this highly qualified degree. So there is no tension that not that much tension that you will not do anything after this. Once you have this, you will do something for sure. But only this you need to take your decision in a smarter way. That in which direction you should go, what you have to do actually. If you want to do practice, you should do it from beginning. So this is what I would like to say to my young fellow chartered accountants.
Thank you, Mr. Mohit. This is really an interactive session with you, and this really helps me a lot also in my personal life. And
I would also like to say that you, since this COVID is started, you have done a fantastic job. As you know, with the challenging environment, the way you have bringing growth to your portfolio is like hats off to you also, and keep on bringing this kind of new ideas and you are trying to diversify your business also depending on the clientele that you have and the services that you are providing is also very good. So that is also good thing that I came to know about you, that even in the challenging situation you have done a great job. So keep on bringing milestones in your portfolio, and I would say best of luck to you.
thank you, Mr. Mohit, and thank you for being part of our first episode of Professional Talks. Thank you so much, Mohit, and we'll connect later after this interview.